Friends, here we are talking about how to use existing LLMs to build AI applications. See, we already know that is, as AI application developers, we don't build AI models. Simply, we use existing pre-trained AI models to build AI applications. And here, most AI models used in AI applications are accessed through REST APIs. Simply, if you want to use any AI model for your application, you have to access that AI model using REST APIs. Be clear, LLM is also one of the AI model and it's purely useful to work with text. That's it. Now, let's build our first AI powered application, that is AI powered arithmetic calculator. So be clear, we are building arithmetic calculator with AI. So that's why our application should understand natural language and generate the correct answer. That means, suppose if I take example like, what is the addition of 2 and 4? Then our AI powered arithmetic calculator has to return answer as 6. So now we have to build AI powered arithmetic calculator. Nothing but arithmetic calculator with artificial intelligence. So now the question is, how do we add artificial intelligence capabilities to our application? Very simple, using AI models. See, we are using AI models to provide artificial intelligence to our applications. And here we have to use that AI model as LLM because our AI powered arithmetic calculator has to work on text. That's it. Now the next question is, how do we use an LLM from our application? Very simple. See, most AI models used in AI applications are accessed through REST APIs. Nothing but not only an LLM model, any AI model mostly available as REST APIs. So that means in our AI powered applications, whenever if you want to work with any AI model, or suppose in our case, if you want to work with LLM, you have to use REST APIs to use the AI capabilities from LLMs. So simply, AI applications communicate with LLMs through REST APIs. Suppose see this diagram. See, we are designing, let's say, AI application. So once you design AI application, generally user interacts with this. So whatever the user request is coming to AI application, now that request is processed by LLM and the response will get back to user. Now here AI application is using LLM with the help of REST APIs. That's it. Now let me show you already built AI powered arithmetic calculator. See, this is my AI powered arithmetic calculator and this is using an LLM. And if you observe here, this one is basically an LLM. So simply LLMs are available as an API. So now this LLM is from Groq. So using this LLM, we build AI powered arithmetic calculator. Now first let me run this. Say it is asking enter your request 0 to exit. Suppose I am entering, let's say, what is the addition of 2 and 4. See the result. Response. The addition of 2 and 4 is 6. See here we are not following like 2 plus 4. With natural language we are finding the addition of 2 and 4. So to understand that natural language by your application, we are using artificial intelligence model called LLM. And suppose in our program, in our script, we are using that LLM from Groq. But we will see in detail. As of now, simply this is one LLM, and that LLM is actually available through a REST endpoint. Now, suppose I am going to ask one more question, like sum of, let's say, 2 and 5 or anything. Yes, it's giving correctly. Suppose directly I am giving 3 plus 5. Yes, it's working. Now let me use one more LLM. So for that, just I am commenting this logic. Now see here, we have one more LLM endpoint. See URL, HTTP localhost. So some endpoint, and that is an LLM. Now let me execute this logic. So I will stop the script and then I will restart. Suppose I am asking like, what is the addition of, let's say, 2 and 4. Now see the result. See, response, the addition of 2 and 4 is, it is giving something like 2 plus 4. But compared to our previous LLM, this LLM response is different, but result is same, right? Now let me ask one more question. Let's say 4 plus 8. See, not only for additions, because this is an arithmetic calculator, we can ask, let's say, 5 minus 2. That's it. Now let me ask one more thing. Let's say sum of 45 and 55. Yes, you got the result. So now our arithmetic calculator is working based on natural language or a text. So now our arithmetic calculator is AI-powered arithmetic calculator. Now the next important point is, where does the LLM run? See, in our code we use REST APIs to access LLM, to work with LLM, right? But where they run? So actually we can run LLMs on our own servers, or we can also use LLMs which are managing by someone else. So that's why if you observe in our code, we have two types of REST APIs. Suppose one is like this and another one is like this. So now definitely by seeing this, you can tell that this is running on our computer or laptop or server itself, right? And this is, let's say, Groq is managing this endpoint. So here the main difference between, let's say, these two REST APIs is simply where the LLM is running. So now based on where the LLM runs, LLMs are classified into two types. They are hosted LLMs and local LLMs. Now first let me go with local LLMs. They are also called as self-hosted because these LLMs run on your own computer or server. So simply you will run your LLM on your computer and you will access that through an endpoint. Now let me give some of the LLMs to run locally. They are like Llama, DeepSeek, Mistral and Falcon. And of course we have some more, just I am giving some of them. So in order to run any AI model, or of course in our case, let's say LLM model on our computer or server, we need some runtime. We cannot run LLMs directly like our normal REST APIs. We need some runtime. So in order to run LLMs on your computer or server, we need some runtime. So for that we have softwares like Ollama, LM Studio, and we have some more. So be clear, if you run LLMs on your own computer or server, then those are called simply local LLMs. Now let me go with hosted LLMs. See, actually, someone is hosting the LLM and you are going to access them through REST endpoint. That's it. But here, hosted LLMs can be accessed in two ways. They are direct AI providers and cloud AI platforms LLMs. See, suppose if you go with direct AI providers, these are some of the organizations which are providing LLMs as REST endpoints. Now, if I go with cloud AI platforms LLMs, see, actually, these are some of the cloud AI platforms LLMs, but they build on top of AI providers LLMs only and available as REST endpoints to us to use LLMs. And finally, you have to remember these points. They are, suppose if you go with local LLMs where no API usage charges, but you need sufficient hardware to run the models because you have to run the model on your server or on your computer. That's why we must have sufficient hardware to run the models. And suppose if you go with hosted LLMs, maybe from direct AI providers or from cloud AI platforms, the provider manages the infrastructure for you. You don't need to manage, you don't need to maintain the infrastructure. You typically pay only for what you use. And pricing is generally based on the number of input and output tokens processed. As of now, you don't worry about that. I mean, how the calculation will be done for price. We will see in detail about pricing concept based on tokens. Okay, thank you.